some music. That's not what I want. There we go. Hopefully that shuffles on. Okay. I know I've had some issues with the iPad before, so. See, I kind of like that. I should probably make that a little bigger. Doodling stream, yeah. I'm not sure fully what to draw. I have a, like, an idea in my head that kind of goes with this, but no, I'm not okay. That's why I didn't stream last night, because I was even worse. Make like a layer with all this to just so we have the color saved. But no, I haven't been doing okay. Struggling a lot lately. what I could do. I'm just using CSP. That's all I'm doing here. Because this is kind of possibly something that I was thinking for like a YouTube model, is because people always told me I wear my heart on my sleeve, or I have a golden heart. Thought about incorporating that in the model, but I've also had a lot of people take advantage of that, so thought, why not have like maybe a toggle or something like that that makes the golden heart bleed. So it's kind of a little bit what this is. Depressing. I guess it could be interesting. Yeah, because I've been thinking like a green jacket with, a yellow heart on the sleeve. Well, a gold heart on the sleeve. That and green and yellow are kind of like traditional Legend of Zelda colors anyway. So. Proud fairy king, brought low by the actions of others. Like a king who sacrificed everything for his people, and maybe finally started living more for himself. Maybe that'll be a bit of the lore. It just gets to a point, people took so much, just used and discarded. But still has a heart. so sorry I can make some streams a very busy past few months. It wasn't a dig at you, it's just I've got some IRL stuff going on. I do not shame my viewers for stuff they have going on. I've gotten to a point where I desperately need therapy. I know I've been there for a while, but it's getting really bad again. One of my coworkers told me that I stress everyone out to the point that it makes non-smokers want to light up, and that I try to be nice, kind, and polite to everybody and cheerful, and being told that it sent me on a toxic spiral recently. And because she knows there's not anything they can do about it. But I also tend to internalize and blame myself for rather than hold other people accountable, because when I start holding other people accountable, then it gets even worse, because then they fire back and they go out to try and make me the bad guy. So I'm tired of having to constantly put on so many masks. I'm tired of, feeling others will help, but nobody's wanting to do the same. I'm starting to think I need to possibly find a new job. So, I'd rather have counseling right now than a new job. It's just I've barely been able to keep it together the last few weeks. Like, the stuff with the YouTube trolls and whatnot that happened, it did not help. That's why there's also, I haven't really posted a lot of shorts. It's just because I don't have the heart to deal with it right now. People who will enable notifications just so that they can dislike the video or something like that, just to make the channel not get recommended out nearly as much. You know why your coworkers say the stuff they do? I don't. They've also made fun of me for being asexual before, so... I never brought that up to management just because, you know, being ace kind of just means you kind of take something in stride. You have to be okay with people mocking you for not wanting to have the intimacy and stuff that they have. They're good people. That could also just be my viewpoint. They could be like completely annoyed or something like that, and I'm just, I don't know. I'm always hard on myself. Because that's what other people expect me to do. Because I can be held to different standards than they are. Like, they can leave parts of their job for me to do, but I get I get reprimanded if I leave any part of my job for them. I like people who make fun of you, of who you are as a person. It just happens. I'm tired of it happening, but I don't really have much of a choice. Actually, do you like that kind of cold here bleeding through on the edge? Do we like that speckled gold effect there on the outside edge? I just try and make everybody happy, but I try to make everybody happy but myself. A lot of times I think that I'm just not worth it. I'll have to work on my mental health. I can't do that if I want to get monetized by August. I have a vacation coming up, so hopefully that'll work. And as it stands right now, I don't have a therapist or anything like that lined up, so I'd basically just be sitting and staring at my ceiling. Believe me, I wish I could take a pause from everything and just like go travel somewhere to clear my head. But unfortunately, the world doesn't work like that. But don't worry, I won't hit anybody else. I'm always more prone to hurt myself rather than anybody else. Any vacation help? Is there anyone coming on the trip? Nope, it's gonna be a staycation. I'm gonna be at home. Like June 2nd through the 10th, I think. That's what I've put in for. Do you like the texture? The color is like comparatively like a little bit off. I feel like, or at least that might be just like my eye color, maybe. You know. Actually, let's get rid of that one because I don't like that blood. Yeah. Like another layer for like cracks. It's looking too much like a river system, maybe. I feel like putting that blue behind it. I think that was a... Because if we take that blue off, decide that I'm the only one in here, it's alright. It happens. People don't... I think people are just tired of my problems at this point. I kind of like it with that blue background there. feel like you deserve more. I have been... Oh, gosh. Dang it. There we go. Everyone says that, like, oh, you deserve more. I'm just like, I don't know if I do or not. That's the problem. Also, I just realized my chat widget is not working. Or let me troubleshoot this. Oh, that's why. There we go. I was wondering why the chat thing wasn't working. Do we like that charcoal effect in there? Like I know it adds a little bit of texture. I don't know. I think that might be a motif for the rebrand. Like, obviously, I can't do it as nearly as stylish as professionals, but we can also experiment a little bit. So if we turn those off, also, well, once I actually shoot. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Why is the pen so small? And we just take that, put that back to that, put that to there. Okay. I hope others enjoy that. I hope others are smiling and laughing. Like I like entertaining people. Hey, Galactic. Which one are we liking more here? You sound really sad. You alright, bud? It's... Truthfully, no. And I haven't been for a while. You know, there's a chance that I might lose my job in the next few days for assaulting myself. You know, still looking at analytics is poison to my brain. You know, I got family drama that I can't talk about. Trouble with a coworker at work, which is a little bit which is mostly related to move right now and possibly losing the job, although the manager so far said, you know, it's fine, just let it go, but I'm just like, when the big boss comes back, though, there's gonna be problems. So there's a whole lot of things. You know, I've gone my entire life trying to please everybody, and then people tell me, oh, you don't have to please everybody, it's okay to be yourself, and then I try and be myself, and then people don't like that, and then it's this endless cycle of tearing myself down for pretty much not being perfect for everybody. I've people pleased for years and years, and this is why I say I'm in therapy. Up there. Yeah, I know. I need to work on the playlist to be completely honest. Like, there's no getting around that. Eventually, I'm gonna have to work on it a little bit more. I think when you spike in subscribers, they become a lot more toxic people that like to mess with you. Yeah, but also January was like where everything derailed, for at least analytically, because it's just like we were getting about 75 subscribers a month, and then, you know, because I hit 650 on New Year's Day, or 5 months later, and 130. So yeah, you know, luckily it looks like the people who have notifications on just to dislike stuff, I think after they kind of got called out, and there's a wave of support the other day, which thank you guys for. I think that kind of turned them off for a little bit here. Do I expect it to last forever? No. Right now I'm just playing around with what kind of background might work better. So we've got the red and black, the blue and pink, or the blue and the green. Of course, we can do a ring around the heart, but I kind of like this where it's kind of like more chalky. But so I've got a lot of bad thoughts going on. You know, there's been a lot of times where I thought, you know, if I just disappeared, you know, maybe it would make some people happy. It's one of the scary thoughts to have is like, you know, I sit there and I'll sit there and just think like, alright, if I disappeared, how many people would benefit? And it's a horrible thought process to have, but you know, when you're emotionally charged in the wrong way, it's really not healthy. So I do kind of like this. I'm actually thinking it's either going to be between like the blue and the pink or like the green and the blue. You think you might cry during this stream? Okay, I broke down my mom's car on the way home from work yesterday. Like, we got in the driveway and, you know, I was just wanting to hurt myself again, and she asked, like, do I need to get you committed? And I looked at her and I just started breaking down. I was like, maybe. And that's when my mom knew it was really getting bad. So I'm sorry there's no Mario Kart tonight. But yeah. That short was absolutely serious. You know, it might have gotten to like maybe a few years or like months in order to restart with a new channel or whatnot, but you know, I was tired of having false hope. You know, making progress. You know, starting, you know, get happy, getting back into it, and then, you know, people wanted to yank that rug out from underneath me, and it's kind of soul crushing when that happens. It's like, you know, things right in front of the face, and then you go to grab it and it's gone over and over again. And that really hurts, especially as, you know, a smaller creators. And that's, like I said, like, my mood right now, not related to that event in really right now. This is more like work has had me emotionally drained to the point where, like, today I didn't talk to my coworkers if I could help it. Just because, like, I thought today would be my last day on the job, but the big boss is out of town, so... Hey, at least you're Bob Ross. Oh, you should see my friend Miranda. Of course, music is not matching at all. second. I just need to make sure I'm going to type my command correctly. Commands. Yeah, so... Do I have... Yeah. So hopefully these commands work here. If you're having work issues, you start looking for new work. I live in a small town without a license, so it's kind of hard to do that. I prefer the chatting and doodling anyway, so no Mario Kart is fine with me. It's like, I know there are people who, you know, they really come here for those multiplayer nights where they can just whoop me. MGD came by to say hi. Also, Sam Bro got by in Smash Bros. Sam said that times I switched links away because I'm chilling on the main screen because I'm tired. Rather chill here. Yeah, just. I'm just trying to keep it mellow, because like I don't want to sit there and like force myself to be fake happy when I'm not happy in the moment. So but you know stuff going on at work, and you know there's still a chance that my store gets sold because of the Kroger Albertsons merger. In which case, you know, there's worry with the union that our store could end up going under, because last time Albertsons merged with the company, the stores that they had sold off in the Pacific Northwest got sold to a company called Hagen's. Hagen's could not handle stores. It keeps getting pushed back in litigation and whatnot. Like, Kroger has put out newsletters that they're expecting it to still be a done deal by the end of the year. So that's, you know, I have that on my mind. That's why I've been gung ho on trying to get the monetization. But also, have a good night, Galactic. Or day. I think you're, if I remember correctly, you're like Western Europe. But you know, it's one of those where, you know, it's always on the back of my mind, especially is because, you know, I don't want to sit there and lose my job because we got sold to a different company. Granted, they're trying to sell us to CNS, who own Piggly Wiggly, but you know, it's still one of those where it's like, you know, you can't bank on safety all the time, because like you gotta have a contingency just in case. So YouTube is that contingency a little bit. It's like it's also supposed to be like my stress reliever from work, because with the stuff going on with, you know, coworker, you know, I thought everything was fine, and then, you know, one day I sent someone who was off, and I asked her for her honest opinion of me. She said, every time you open your mouth about anything, you stress me out to the point where you'd want to make a non-smoker want to light up. And for trying to please and make everybody happy and whatnot, it's absolutely crushing. And then it irritated, you know, she got mad that I tried to help her yesterday, and she slapped my hand at one point. When I've helped her in the same way I've helped her before, and other people. I went to go put in the code for potato wedges for her, and I just leaned over just to tap it in real quick. I got my hand slapped away. She said, "Don't." And she waited for my other coworker to give her the same code that I had just put in for her. But I need to apologize to her for invading her
personal body space. But because I can't get irritated at my other coworkers, because, you know, it's been ingrained into me between my last job and, you know, nothing is your coworker's fault. It's all your fault, basically. It's, you know, and me being as hard as myself on it is, you know, sometimes I get physically violent with myself. I mean, so I slapped myself across the face in front of them and told them if they're gonna hit me, they can hit me like that. Now, if I went off with them on them, I would 120% would have lost my job right then and there. Well, she also knows I have, like, opposite political views too, so that's feeding into some of the stuff recently. But I know she's also stressed because she's got some home stuff going on. But I've made a point not to bring up any of that home stuff. But, you know, once again, it's getting to the point where also, you know, I leave because the scheduling at work right now is absolutely nutty too. That's why their streams are like sometimes at like 8 o'clock at night, and then others are like, you know, 11 o'clock. Is that, you know, they don't have two closers anymore for the delay department anymore. It's like, you know, two people aren't there till 9 o'clock. So one person will leave at like 7:45 or like 8:15, and the other person stays till 9. We're allowed to pull hot foods at 7, right? So I'm expected, even if I'm leaving at 7:45 or 8:15 or whatever, to have all my stuff done. Because I am primarily the cook. I get all my stuff done. If anything, there's maybe cooling log. Like, they gotta take this stuff out of the blast chiller and put it away. Which takes all of like 2 minutes when I leave. But when I'm there till 9 and they're off at 7:45 or like 8:15, they'll leave me with the slicer, the garbages, the cardboard, and the floors. I don't know how or why they think it's fair to have me have to get all of my stuff done, but it's okay for them to just screw off and ignore part of their job. And that's part of what also has been really frustrating lately is, you know, getting held to that different standard day in, day out, 5-6 days a week, over and over again. Even when I'm leaving at 6 p.m. and there's two of them there, like one of them's there till 7:45 and the other till 9. And if I'm leaving at 6 p.m., there are still things that are closing duties that I have to take care of because they can't do it. You know, it's like there's no reason why I have to hurry up, make sure that fryer's off at 5:30 so I can clean out the bottom little catch filter tray, because they say they can't lift it up and out. Just, oh, we can't get it in the sink. Page a freaking manager, please. Nope. Better have me do it. This continues to do it for a week, but nope. Nope. If it would have to get like even worse than it is now, and I probably wouldn't quit until after my probably vacation in September or whatnot. I want my vacation because I worked for those vacation hours. I don't want to have to go to somewhere new and have to wait another year and change to have vacation. You know, and I know if anybody from work catches this stream, I'm gonna be in big trouble. Because it's like, why are you talking about work off the clock and stuff like that? You're bad-mouthing the company. I'm not trying to bad-mouth the company. I will say some of their scheduling is absolutely ridiculous, but you know, it's a union job. I get a pay raise every like 1,080 hours worked. It's a 25-cent pay raise. You know, I got medical coverage if I need it. I need to look in and see how much that medical coverage can go towards counseling or therapy, because like I said, I need it. I have been pushed around, beaten down my entire life socially, for the most part. That's why, like, a lot of times I'm always hesitant when people give compliments, because I tend to think like, oh, it's a fake compliment. You know, any second now I'm gonna get that knife in the back, and that's why you know, it's like one thing with YouTube. I didn't expect. I fully expected when I made that short and did that stream that was going to be the final stream. You know, just because I kept expecting, you know, it's like I tweeted earlier. I made a glass, made a glass house to try and hold myself together, and I was just waiting for people with hammers to come by. I'm sorry, but I do have to go. Much love. Thank you, Twirtles. Have a good night. Should we do like a purple and pink as the background? I don't know if I like. Let's try something here. That actually doesn't look half bad there. Which one are we looking at here? I do like the green. I do like how I can move it though. I really do need to fix this playlist. I still have more CDs. Like, I ripped all the Scarlet and Violet soundtrack last night on my PC, and if you're thinking, like, oh, you must have legally downloaded those. Nope. There are a lot of video game soundtracks lately that I've been trying to get. Like, I have Legends Arceus, I have Sword and Shield, I have Fire Emblem Engage. Oh, if you guys want to see the other ones, you know, screw it, I'm gonna get the other ones. I'm gonna get the first one. Soundtracks off of the shelf. You can't really push it much here, but that's fine. Seems like Mori Calliope. I'd love to play those on stream. But, like, I have other soundtracks that I have, like, through Apple Music. But I do have, I do have a lot of soundtracks still that I need to work on getting ripped onto the PC here. Got Wind Waker, 2018 Zelda concert, Link's Awakening. That's both versions of Link's Awakening. 30th anniversary, Link Between Worlds, Warriors 3 Hopes, Fire Emblem Three Houses, which is actually really cool when you look at it. I have 2 signatures on there. Actually, sorry. I have 3 signatures on here. So I have Hubert. I have Bernadetta von Varley's voice actress. And I also have Sothis' voice actress. Zelda ones are very good. Oh, it gets better for Zelda. Hang on. Just hang on. Twilight Princess. Skyward Sword. And Breath of the Wild. I only have a few more I need to get. And then I'll have them all for Zelda. But they're, pretty expendy on Amazon. I will not divulge how I got the Tears of the Kingdom music, because that soundtrack doesn't come out. I don't think it's getting announced for like another 2 days. Where did I put my pen? I dropped my pen. What should I draw? What should I try and draw here? But Ocarina of Time Majora's Mask. Is there a soundtrack for Zelda? Well, no, I still need Link to the Past. I have Link Between Worlds. Phantom Hourglass. Spirit Tracks. I don't think they did. I don't know if there's a soundtrack for crossbow training. Yeah, I wish they did a soundtrack for Hyrule Warriors, and I really wish they did one for Cadence of Hyrule. Like an official Cadence of Hyrule soundtrack would have been awesome. I had talked to Brace Yourself Games, who did Cadence of Hyrule, and they were asking Nintendo if they could release one, and Nintendo was kind of just leaving them on red. Which kind of sucked, because that game was amazing. I had a lot of fun when I played that a few years ago. I tried streaming it like 2-3 months ago, and then just whenever I play Zelda on my channel, nobody really hangs around. I think that's like the first time I've actually genuinely smiled today, to be completely honest. Like, it's been that rough. Alright, should we try and draw? I don't know. Still on a Zelda game where Link is not the hero. Like, just kill him in the opening cutscene. Have somebody else be Hyrule's hero. You know? Like, oh shit, there's a game, you know, what's a game over in any other game with a reset point is actually the starting point of this game. Like, I think, because you have Ocarina of Time, right? And then you branch into Fallen, Child, and Adult Timeline, right? I think if they took a game, in this, like, you could almost do it in the Adult Timeline, because like we know that, you know, like right around, like here you have the Great Flood, because this leads to Wind Waker, right? This, like the lead up to this Great Flood, I think you could easily do a game where you have a new hero, Ganondorf returns, and you have like kind of like a Halo Reach like thing, like you win to fail. Like your goal is to get like the MacGuffins. Goal. I think having a game where even if it wasn't Link, having somebody else pick up that title of the hero or whatnot, and if it was like right before that Great Flood, like the game ends with Hyrule flooding, and your goal is to like get this stuff together, you know, hold off Ganondorf and get people evacuated for like as long as possible, you know, seal up Hyrule Castle with the Master Sword, and then, you know, you just have like your final fight is basically trying, you know, stalling, so that way, you know, the goddesses can start the flood from happening. Like if you were holding off the monsters like that would attack what would then later become like, what was it, Onset Island or Offset Island or something like. You know, I think that could definitely work for a Zelda game, and I think it would be really fun. Or, you know, straight off, you know, Link just dies in the opening cutscene. You're, you know, you play as like his cousin or something like that. Well, I think on that one you could probably have like a female hero or something like that, because that would also be cool. It's like, you know, it's 2024. Get with the times. we want our magical fantasy game to be a little bit more progressive. Fire Emblem lets us pick the protagonist's gender. Why can't Zelda? Maybe someone in the Kakariko tribe? It could be. I mean, another thing I thought would be interesting is if this is definitely like me kind of fanboying the fact that, you know, we have a canonical female Phantom Ganon now. Is so, you know how End of Tears of the Kingdom, like right before you get to the when you go down the depths and then you have to fight, you know, the hordes of monsters, and when the bosses respawn. So if you don't do any of the temples, right, you have to fight all the bosses, including the Phantom Ganon that's in the Sanctum. But if you do all the temples, that Phantom Ganon doesn't respawn down there. Not like with all the others who, on the other sages have to fight in their cutscenes, right? That Phantom Ganon doesn't show up again. What I think would be very interesting, and this is personally me being my little fanfic heart here, is if we got a game from that Phantom Ganon's perspective, like she got freaking like respawned or whatever in the Sanctum while all the other monsters are down there and Link's starting to fight Ganondorf, and then have her try and get out of Hyrule and pretty much repent, basically. Like, she has to go, you know, she has to venture outside of Hyrule to try and like atone for like sins that she committed or something like that. I think that could be an interesting game, especially if you did it more like, you know, a little bit darker than even Tears of the Kingdom. Like, you know, let's go like brutal on the combat. You know, give her like skill trees or like something like that. You know, with Ganon, with the Demon Dragon gone, like, she's lost a lot of her power, but she can still work up to that point. Like, you are playing as a fucking anti-hero. I think that could be fun. Then again, that's just me. And that's also me thinking that, because there was the info drop that a few years ago that there was a Sheik game that was in the works, like, I think around like 2006 or whatever, and it got canceled. I was like, oh, I wish they'd bring some concept like that back. You know, because like we know Impa kind of trained the Ocarina of Time Zelda, but we never got to see that. We never got to see what she was up to out there. Also, I'd like to see an actual like canon Zelda game more, with a more tomboyish princess, but not like not one where like they zap and like, haha, you're back to damsel in distress. It's like I liked, that's really why I liked Age of Calamity, is like that, you know, Age of Calamity Zelda, not afraid to get her hands dirty. Tetra, great, at least like until zap, you're the princess, and now you were sassy pirate, and now you're just sitting here doing nothing. That would be cool as the game where we in the shoes of the villain. I mean, we kind of got like a little bit of that because we got to play as like Ganondorf for an arc in Hyrule Warriors, which I'm almost be like really tempted to try and stream that game and replay because it's been a while. I just don't know if anybody would be interested in that. But, actually, you know what? Give us a game as Ganondorf, set in the Hyrule Civil War before Ocarina of Time. Give us a game where you have to start planning the uprising, you initiate the Civil War, you fight a few battles before you are forced to surrender because because Ocarina of Time is about to start. Like, humanize Ganondorf a little bit in that game before, you know, he really goes down the dark path. That's also one thing I want if they do another Hyrule Warriors game, is like, I want a playable Twin Rova. Or at least just Twin Rova to show back up in a game. You like, she can even be a freaking good guy or something like that. Just give me Twin Rova back. Give me Linkle back too. I want Linkle in the main series Zelda game. Like that would be freaking awesome. I'd also love to see a Warriors crossover game between Legend of Zelda and Fire Emblem. Specifically, like 3 houses or engage. Like that would be freaking awesome. You know, Sombron invading Hyrule from Engage. Oopsie. or like those who sliver in the dark have like drive out the Fodlan people, and so they have to team up with Hyrule to take back Fodlan. That'd be freaking awesome. Because I think those soundtracks would go really great. I haven't played much of Xenoblade. I think I've played 5 minutes of Xenoblade. I have 1, 2, and 3, and I want to do a full like playthrough of them. It's just a matter of finding the right time and if people are interested in that. Because they're streaming what I want to stream, but then there's also streaming what I know people are gonna watch and pay attention to. Zelda is not something that on my channel that people really stick around to watch. Otherwise, I'd be continuing my permadeath challenge for Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. I have thought about, and that was actually another thing I thought about streaming tonight instead of just a little doodling that I was doing there. I thought about streaming just like some casual Tears of the Kingdom or Breath of the Wild, but I was like, it's gonna be kind of just wandering aimlessly. I'm still not sure what to draw right now. So eventually I'd like to play through Xenoblade. There's a lot of games I have on the backlog that I was like, eventually I'm gonna play this, hopefully. I just need the time. Yes, I have the Hyrule Historians. I have all 3, and then I have 2 versions of Making a Champion for Breath of the Wild, and I also have the guides for Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. And Twilight Princess somehow, even though I still haven't finished that game. So I can't even get it out of the tutorial. Unfortunately, my Wii broke. It no longer reads any disc whatsoever. So I need to buy a new Wii so that way I can play through Wind Waker and Twilight Princess. Because I have 2 copies of Wind Waker. Yeah, so there's the Hyrule Historia, there's Arts and Artifacts, and then there's the Encyclopedia. That's what I meant by I have all 3 Hyrule Historias. Not hopefully trip getting up here.
Yeah, you mean like this? I have that. I also have 3 manga volumes for the Zelda manga. I wish I could draw people, because then I have ideas for what I'd want to draw for people, but I'll say I'm starting to feel a little bit better now. Talking about Zelda always cheers me up a little bit. Just like it's something that yours looks better. I don't have the hardcover one. Yeah. I do have one exclusive piece of Zelda merch. I think that was, I don't know if it was sold anywhere else. But I got at PAX, at Nintendo's booth. It's not super flashy. I have a Link's Awakening water bottle that I bought at the Nintendo booth at PAX West in 2018, 2019. Don't get me wrong, I haven't really played a lot of Zelda games, but I fucking love the franchise. I say as Cass's theme is playing in the background. I wish I had the money right now to drop on the Tears of the Kingdom statue that they have a link. I'd love to drop the money on that right now, but I just don't have the funds. That's one where I'm hoping Good Smile has it available for a while. Specifically around November, so that way I can buy it for myself for my birthday. But it's I definitely called Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom my favorite games, and it's that's why I'm super stoked that during COVID I was able to get the autograph of Mifa's voice actress online. So that was, I hold that in high regard. So, yeah, sorry there's not really much art happening right now. I'm getting sidetracked with talking about Zelda. I saw the little knockoff Lego to put together. I'm really hoping though that I can buy the soundtrack for Tears of the Kingdom. I'm getting that. There's no way in heck Amazon better have a listing for it when it comes out, or Play Asia. I better be able to get that. Let me just swap over to what I have on the screen. The one thing I have drawn on this screen. It's I do love Zelda. It's obviously it's in the name of the channel, Hylian J Piers, but I just don't. I know I don't play a bunch. If there's a renewed interest in me playing Zelda, I absolutely would. I can start setting aside money for a new Wii. It's one of those where it's I might play it off the channel just because people are here for Pokemon shiny hunting, Genshin Impact, and Fortnite. That's basically and then my multiplayer nights, which is Mario Kart and Smash Bros. That is the 4 things people are here on my channel for. Me neither. I haven't played
Zelda Oracle games, Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, Phantom Spirit Tracks. It's like the story. I know a lot about them, but didn't play. Yeah, same. It's like I think I have all of them technically. Just because of Virtual Console on the DS, they released like a bunch of the games, like the original ones and the Game Boy ones. So I snapped those up. So I think I technically have every mainline Zelda game except for Minish Cap. I do not have Minish Cap because that one is always on my price range. Like I saw a boxed up Minish Cap at Emerald City Comic Con. I think it was this year. I think it was last year, and it was like $200 something. I'm like, I do not have the money to drop on a Game Boy game that much right now. I am hoping that they put Minish Cap on Virtual Console. Like they did for like the Nintendo Ambassador program, I think, and then for like 3DS, and then but it was only for like those people, so like it didn't go out to everybody. But like I think Minish Cap is the one mainland Zelda game I technically don't have access to, without pirating, of course. But I'm not gonna go and pirate. I'm not one of those YouTubers who is gonna sit there and go and pirate games fully, but yeah, it was like I did do one stream of it, like a few streams of it, like 5-6 years ago, but I'm at a point where I won't pirate games, and that's because like when I really think about it, a lot of times it's like, all right, there's somebody who really, put their time and effort, passion into this, but also supporting your local game store by buying used games there. It's great. Now, is the American resale market for used games a little bit broken? Absolutely. You know how I can tell you that. $60. I got $60. Case. Guide is still in there. Game is not in the case. So, Japan import, right? $60. A used copy of Platinum these days, I've seen running upwards of $150. And I can do one better. So, about 3 years ago, Emerald City Comic Con, or it was SakuraCon, it was one of the two. They had a place that was selling imported Japanese games. $20. $20. Japanese copy Wind Waker, sleeve, manual still inside, game is still there. So, $20, Japanese copy Wind Waker. I paid $80 for a English GameCube version. So, same game, different language, $20, $80. Now I know there's that there's the region locking bit, but you know what? There's ways to unregion lock your GameCube or your Wii. Yeah. $60 difference, and the only difference is the language. Still has the manual, still has the game. $60 difference. The American resale market on used games is, well, yeah. it is definitely a little crazy, but at the same time, used game stores, they do have to make a living. So in a way, yes, I am paying out of pocket more than people who are just going to go download a ROM, but I'm also supporting local business at the same time. You know, it might be a little harder to get some of the games. Like I said, I actually at my local the game store near me, I actually have them. They have a note in their system that if they get a copy of Minish Cap in, to let me know, because I've done enough business there over the years that like it's the one game that they have like to let me know. Like they had a notice in there for Wind Waker, and then I got mine at Pink Gorilla Games over in Seattle. Because I decided one day, like two years ago or whatnot, I was like, all right, I'm just gonna go to Seattle on my day off, blow some steam. Walked up Capitol Hill, which Capitol Hill, I have been in Capitol Hill neighborhood of Seattle once, and it was kind of sketchy. Like, the place got robbed right next to me as I'm walking by it, and I was like, oh shit, I'm keeping my head down. Pink Gorilla Games was great though. Shout out to DS Koopa. But it's like I got that, and then I also got Xenoblade 2. Yeah, Americans are greedy. Yeah, it's like I said, if you have a GameCube or a Wii that is not region locked, you are doing well. If you are okay buying Japanese copies of games, like yes, the game will still play in Japanese and whatnot, but like it's cheaper. It's like I paid $15 for a Pokemon Green version, for crying out loud. I've been tempted to get copies of like White and White 2 in Japanese, because it's like Pokemon games, you can pretty much play them just the same no matter what the language is. They're that formulaic, except for Legends Arceus. It's like you don't have to really understand, because eventually you're going to get out of this damn text box and you're just going to go throw balls and beat shit up. So, yeah. I forgot how we even got on this topic. To be completely honest. So, yeah, it's like, yeah. I do need to get my new Wii though, because like I'd love to stream like Super Smash Bros. Brawl's Subspace Emissary, which is better than World of Light. I don't care what anybody else says. Brawl story mode, taking that many franchises and fitting them together without just having like three or four cutscenes, which is what World of Light basically did. There's actually a story. I got attached to some of these characters in ways that I didn't think I would. I still haven't played a Kirby game, but I will forever remember Kirby flying around in Brawl. That was how I first got introduced to Pit from Kid Icarus. That's how I first started actually getting how the Zelda franchise really garnered my attention. Was Link was a badass. I kept trying to save Zelda at the beginning of the Subspace Emissary, and I ended up rescuing Peach on accident because my co-op would just target and just go off on Peach. And I was like, no, I'm trying to break out Zelda here. But yeah, there's a lot of games I want to stream. And I wish I had like a capture card for my 3DS or 2DS or whatever, but they don't make those. Which I'm very curious on how the heck people streamed those games without Citra, because I won't, like I said, I won't touch Citra. Okay, Okay, I do not need Nintendo driving an hour and a half and busting down my door with a lawsuit. Okay, that is not something I want happening. Okay, I'm not that far from Redmond. But yeah, I do love the Zelda franchise. I need Minish Cap to come down in price or get a re-release. And I also need, I guess, I don't know if Link's Cross Portraying is even mainline series, but it's like I have Oracle Seasons, Oracle Ages on a 3DS Virtual Console. Same with like the first 3 games as well. Actually, I might be missing a Four Swords one too, because I think there was 2 Four Swords games. I have Triforce Heroes. Trying to think. So I can still... I don't know. I'll have to do like some probably like brainstorming stream or something like that in the next few weeks. Like, like I have these games. Which ones would you guys want to actually? Which ones would you be sitting and watching? Because man, there's so many times where I'm just like, I don't know what to stream. I wish I could just stream Zelda. For when BDSP was Elite Four so strong. Oh yeah, BDSP. Wait, you can't beat Bertha? You can't. So are you doing this on like a third attempt through? Like you've beaten Cynthia twice, or every time you beat the Elite Four in BDSP, they get significantly harder? But like a grass type really just in my memory just absolutely mows down Bertha. Like I 9 times out of 10 playing through Sinnoh, I picked Torterra. So, bringing in Torterra in there with the high defense, you can just sit there and mow everybody down. Like, but it's like the Elite Four member in Sinnoh, the 2 that I have the most problem with is like Aaron. When I first started playing Sinnoh back in like 2008, because I kept thinking his Drapion was a bug type, and I was wondering why fire wasn't super effective on it. Why he wasn't flying super effective on it. Turns out, poison dark. That was an issue. Because it also outsped my level 80 Torterra, or near level 80 at that point, because I think it was like level 80 when I beat Cynthia the first time ever. Like, Cynthia is, like, for me, the hardest champion, but I have never lost to a champion in an Elite Four match. Like, the only time I have lost to the champions is PWT and Black 2 White 2. Because Battle Frontier rules for those suck. But I think Sinnoh Elite Four, the only one I've lost to is Lucian. And I was pissed that I lost that one because I got freaking crit. But like I've gone down to the wire with Cynthia. Nothing like throwing out your level 47 Giratina against her level 65 Garchomp or whatever it was on Platinum, I think. Let's see, what other champion gave me a little bit of annoyance other than like it's been so long since I played through Emerald, well, through any Holland game. Yeah, I think I pretty much bitch slapped the other champions. Oh, there's been a couple times where Iris has actually given me trouble. Like, surprisingly. Which can we talk about how underrated Iris is as a champion? Because her theme is fucking amazing. You're battling on Rainbow Road, basically. The only thing I don't like about Iris is the fact that her Haxorus holds a focus sash. Diantha, as much as I love her theme, she's a cakewalk. The one time I played through Pokemon X, Diantha was an absolute cakewalk. I had a Mawile and it took up 5 of 6 and I just had to swap it out on the Mega Gardevoir because it was too low health. And I knew Mega Gardevoir obviously outspeeds a regular Mawile. Not a Mega Mawile, no, a regular Mawile. I took 5 out of 6 Diantha's Pokemon with a base 50 speed Mawile. Kukui never really gave me much of a challenge. Neither did How. Leon was a joke. For unbeatable champion, he goes down way too easy. Gita beat the first train Elite Four once. I lost the second one because of the damaging Pokemon that wasn't fainted. I hate that you can't beat a train and then go back to the Pokemon Center. Yep, that's just Elite Four for you, buddy. No matter what region you're in. You know, it's kind of their thing is like it is a gauntlet. The only time where it is a less of a gauntlet is Black and White because you beat the Elite Four, and then and it has defeated Alder. Like you get there and he's like, all right, castle time. You're allowed to heal up your Pokemon, and then you gotta go face your legendary, and then you gotta go face N. And then I think N after your battle with N, he actually heals your Pokemon for you to go and beat Ghetsis, who is a joke of a bad guy, by the way. I do not understand how people have trouble with Ghetsis. Like, personally, I like to heal my Pokemon without using items in between battles. Are you doing like a challenge run? Like, I can see why then. Honestly though, you could probably just like, if you have your battle items, if you're allowing like X speeds or like X defense, X special defense, or X accuracies and whatnot, you can probably use those and just. I mean, I've gotten to the point where I've started using those just to, you know, haha. But you know, Leon, Keto's, Nemona, Steamroll. Kieran actually gave me a little bit of a run for my money on, which I was very pleasantly surprised that he did that, especially because it was a double battle. Blue never had a problem with him. Lance, for Alligator, dominates his team. Like, everybody, most people I know for Johto, they'll pick Charmander and be like, oh yeah. Get to Lance and his Dragonite, like, oh yeah, it's a little bit of a challenge, whatnot. I'm like, dude, if you picked for Alligator, you get access to fucking Ice Fang. Ice Fang, Rock Slide, it's like, you know, Waterfall, it's like, Lance is just pancaked at that point. It's like, you can bring as many dragons as you want, or like, not dragons, but yeah, you're gonna get fucking wrecked by a Gator with a dump truck. I do think that the hardest villain battles in Pokemon, it's a toss-up between either Lusamine and Sun and Moon, like specifically the Mother Beast Lusamine battle, like when she's fused with Nihilego. I think that battle and then Volo are like the two hardest. Like, I can breeze through the others, you know, just fine. But Volo is just because that's like an 8, because of how you know, the battles in Legends Arceus take place. Volo is significantly harder being a 6 on 8 there. If it was like normal Pokemon, I could easily squash that one. It was a little bit of a challenge, but then again, you know, I was also rocking like level 100s. But still, the fact that 3 of my team got knocked out against him was like, alright. Unfortunate. Mother Beast Lucamine, however, holy shit. I will still have trouble in that fight. I can go over-leveled, under-leveled, I will have trouble in that fight every time. But Ultra Necrozma. Ultra Necrozma is an absolute joke. If you have a Zoroark, throw a fighting type in the back of your party. Zoroark in front. It's going to start spamming Photon Geyser. Just use your Roto Boost and then smack it once. It's done. Like, that is the easiest way to beat Ultra Necrozma. Unless you want to be janky and use like a Fear Rattata. Do you know how to Shiny Hunt Dialga after you already caught a normal and beat its speed? You can't. You can't Shiny Hunt it. Your Shiny Hunting chance was that one Dialga. Like, you would have to save and go over and over and over again there. I think on Brilliant Diamond I still have the... I haven't beaten Brilliant Diamond. I beat Shiny Pearl though. But soft resetting for Shinies is something I haven't done just because I don't have the patience to sit there and like repeat the game over and over and over again. And knowing me, like, as soon as I'd find the shiny, I would just habitually, like, reset the game and lose it. Like, to be completely honest. Yeah. Like, I think the only time I've actually, like, done any sort of, like, reset kind of hunts, in a way, was, Pokemon Sword, when I went for my shiny Nihilego, which I wish Scarlet and Violet let me have it in there. Because I think I got it in, like, 4 tries. When I did the Max Raid Dens, the Dynamax Adventures, I think it's called. I did that, I got it, haven't gotten any other shinies from it since. So... Anyway. I still want a Pokemon game set in Washington. Not DC, like the state. Yeah, you have to start a new save file. I mean, you can move them to Pokemon Home. Like, Meditite, I think the marker on Meditite is a little bit skewed. Well, not Meditite. Medicham is a little bit skewed because Medicham was a wormhole shiny in Ultimate, so like there's a lot more shiny Medicham out there. But Meditite's got a pretty good shiny. You can always move it into Home. And it's in Scarlet and Violet, so double good. trying to think. Oh, my brain's fried. I'm still trying to like find a Hisuian Sneasel shiny, but I feel like I'm gonna have to wait for like a Hisuian Sneasel Community Day on Pokemon Go to get that. Same with like the Rowlet. Like I had shiny hunted Rowlet so many times in Legends Arceus, and then even in Scarlet and Violet, I've tried to shiny hunt Rowlet. Yeah, it took until Pokemon Go's Rowlet Community for me to get one. Which I was really irritated about. So it's not the shiny like I want, but I haven't gotten. You know there's legendaries, like obviously I'd love to go to shiny hunt for legendaries. Eventually I'll have to do like a shiny hunt for Shiny Quasar. I kind of wish I could give all my Pokemon Drain Punch in all 4 slots. I'll be unstoppable until you run into a Ghost type. Then you're kind of SOL. I need to bring Pokemon back to the channel more. Maybe we'll do like a Dynamax Adventures with viewers, so I can try and shiny hunt. What do you mean Ghost types are immune? Exactly. I mean, but wait, if it's BSP, that means you have hidden power too, but also does Medicham get Shadow Punch? Or Knockoff? Payback, maybe? But that's all depending on speed tier. There's a lot of ways that... No, that's one thing with having done Pokemon Showdown draft leagues in the past is I think a lot of times it's coverage moves. Like, yes, some Pokemon can be offensive powerhouses, but I try to have diverse move pools just because I don't want to get like screwed over by typing. So I'll usually have like my 2 stab moves, maybe like a status, well, a stat buff or like recovery move, and then or status move, and then I'll have like a third. My last move will be coverage, like a lot of the times. Speaking of which, 7-star Primarina's out. I totally forgot about that. I need to get that. Maybe do that tomorrow night. Sit there and do Primarina raids. We'll do Mario Kart, and then like maybe we can do like Primarina raids before those end. So, that's a thought. But I don't know. Maybe I'll actually have to like actually draw more in the future here, because I definitely think though, like the golden heart on the sleeve, I think that is gonna be something with the VTuber model that I want to do, is because that is kind of just some more symbolic of me as a person, you know. Hopefully, next year I can have the model, because I up my tax withholdings. So if I actually do get to keep my job and we make it to next year, when I do my taxes, hopefully I'll have like enough coming back to commission a VTuber model, and that I think would be very cool. And then you can stop seeing this repulsive mug. Because I know I need a shave, I know I need a haircut. But, you know. I also just don't really like how I look on camera a lot of the time. Because like I look like I'm very overweight, and I am very overweight, and I don't like that. I need to get out more. I need to lose the dad bod. I'm not even a dad. But yeah, hopefully we can turn things around and actually have a little bit more positive vibe going the next few days. You know, I've got Elizabeth coming over in about 11 hours, so she and I are probably going to talk about some stuff going on. But then, yeah, we'll play Mario Kart at some point tomorrow. And then, yeah, we'll find something to do. We'll find something to do in the next few days. But it is a little after 1 o'clock. I have been streaming for almost 2 hours. We've only done like minimal drawing. I think I've blabbed my mouth for like the last hour. Thank you all for coming out. If you want more drawing streams, just let me know. Let me know in Discord. That's like the easiest place to reach me all the time. Either that or comment sections. Yeah. You know, I have a game recommendations spot on Discord still, I think, so if anybody has any ideas or like what they'd be more interested in watching me play, you know, just leave it there. Hopefully I can get into some therapy soon. And hopefully work decides to start turning around for the better. That all being said, have a great rest of your time of day. Make sure to take care of yourselves, and I will see you next time. Peace.